When I was younger and in the height of my youth, I was a bit of a miscreant, a little bit of a deviant. I sold the French word for yes with a D at the end to a lot of people. I bullied people that liked anime. I only watched Dragon Ball Z back in the day. And primarily, I wasn't that good of a person. I didn't always talk like this. When I gained this vernacular, when I gained this speech pattern, immediately my previous cohorts of people that were of the same variety of gang activity and doing things for the blue team, they said I talked white. I didn't know what that meant at first. As a matter of fact, I didn't discover what that meant until exactly 5 years ago to this day. It messed me up because I had never heard that phrase. I didn't know you could speak a color. They said that I was an Oreo. Now, I've heard the term Oreo before. I didn't know exactly what it meant. I had assumed that was somebody that was in an interracial couple. I thought that was maybe a polyamorous interracial couple, which was 2 black people and 1 white person. That's what I had assumed. However, they called me an Oreo because I was black on the outside and white on the inside. That messed me up a little bit. I didn't know that specifically being white was a character trait that you could be based on your vernacular and speech because I began to speak proper. I needed to get a job, so I adopted my natural dialect to be that of my customer service voice. Hello, sir. How are you doing? How may I assist you? Became my natural vernacular. I used to not speak like this. As a matter of fact, this is surprisingly recent, as in the past 6 or 7 so years in which I've begun to pick up and adopt this speech pattern. Before, back in the day, I ain't even talk like that I spoke like this. I realistically, I spoke like that. That was my dialect. Immediately able to switch to what people call a black scent, which in itself is stupid to say the word black scent. You can't act white. You can't talk white. It doesn't make any sense. Same way if you're a Caucasian person, a member of the Caucasus Mountains, a Mayo monkey, a vanilla gorilla, that doesn't mean that if you listen to hip-hop that you are intrinsically turning more black. You don't have to adopt the vernacular of the hip-hop miscreant in any capacity. That's not what you have to do. I have been confused by this because I'll explain a situation that happened to me at one point. Messed me up a little bit. It really caught me for a loop. I was talking to this woman. She was on Hinge. We met up for perhaps a little bit of schmiggity morganing. Perhaps we're going to have some bedroom activities. So we go to Texas Roadhouse. And upon meeting me, she said, Oh, you look cool. You look fresh. I like that. I said, Thank you, madam. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I could tell she got the ick as soon as I opened my mouth. Perhaps she wasn't used to my voice. I just thought it'd be hilarious to greet as if I was an 1800s knight. That was very nice. Or 1600s. Not really sure when knights were around. She then proceeded to be disinterested the entire date because she assumed, because I had a history with gang violence and a criminal record, she had assumed that I would speak in a way that was commonly associated with people that wear wife beaters and sweats and do-rags and maybe have their hair braided. Sadly, I didn't talk like that. She was not too keen or excited. She is now a single mother with 3 kids and is a strong, independent black woman, and I love her for that. She's still my friend to this day, and that is not a dig at her, but she has made 3 mistakes with 4 different men, and she has a 4th child on the way. I'm proud of her. She loves being a mother, and I love that for her. However, this phenomenon, this phenom of you are lame because of you speaking in a way that is deemed as proper English. I speak in a way that everyone can understand me. I speak in a pattern that everybody can pick up what I'm putting down. If I drop it down and put it onto the knowledge for everybody to pick from the table and eat it and have a wonderful hearty meal of vocabulary in English, like a major of sorts. I want that for people. However, people don't like that. And I'm discovering that because I speak like this, people instantly assume everything about me. Oh, you only date Caucasian women. Oh, you actively love anime. Well, I do like anime, but I date every race and every gender. I really don't care. It's really how I operate. It messes me up because I don't understand how it's become a monopoly for people to act a certain color. There is no single way a person acts that monopolizes an entire people. Not all people of Spanish descent love tacos. Not every Asian person on the planet loves rice. Hell, some have shellfish allergies. That's a big issue, especially in Japan. Not every black person is a basketball American and has the ability to have a 37-foot vertical and is destined for the NBA or destined for football or destined, if they're musty and black to be good at Smash Brothers. That's not true. It's not a real thing. You can't stereotype an entire people like that. Same way you can't stereotype people of the Caucasus Mountains to be lame or like coleslaw and put raisins in their potato salad. You can't do that. Sure, they may be a little bit funny, but it's a dig at the expense of what they are. It's fun if you think it's a joke. However, in reality, it's not real. It's not a real thing. Sure, I've known Caucasian people to get profiled before, getting stopped by the car. I've seen that happen. They're being belligerent at a stoplight and they get pulled over a lot easier. I've seen black people get hired immediately, not as a diversity hire, but because of their accolades and the way the vernacular is. I've seen Spanish men be horrible at construction. It's amazing. I've seen women much stronger than me by a great and wide margin. Stereotypes define an idea, a caricature of a person, but it is not the reality of what a person is. A lot of people think that. That is wrong. You can't act a color. Same way I can't act yellow. Same way I can't act red. Same way I can't act blue. I cannot act white. Doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'll align to some things about the stereotype, but because you want me to act a certain way, because you want me to act in a box, you're trying to group me, categorize me. Same way with that INFP little stereotype personality test. The same way that goes. You're trying to put me in a box that I don't need to be put in. That's weird. That's wacky. That messes me up a little bit. And me as a black man, no, let me rephrase that. Me as a human, as a person, strive for my individuality. Individuality, that word. I strive for the fact of me being an individual, being a special person, not for the merit that I'm different, just by the merit that I'm unique. Because I'm the same as you watching this video. I'm the same as the person that accidentally clicked on this video that only has 20 viewers. I'm the same as you. We are the same creature, the same beast. We are eating the same food. We are running the same mile every day. Sure, you may have started better or worse than me. That's quite alright. That doesn't matter to me. We still are people. We have the same capacity to learn the same things. Whether you have slower developmental issues, whether you have something neurotypically wrong with you, neurodivergently wrong with you, we still have the same capacity. If given the same tools to learn the same things, we can learn it at the same rate. There's nothing that differentiates A to B because we're all one. We're all human. I can speak like this. I can do this vernacular. I can speak in this manner and have these conversations and speak in this way simply by the merit of me being a human. I want you to understand me. I don't want to put on a black accent or speak in a ghetto vernacular or do a certain way of phrase just to be a certain way. I listen to Polyphia. I also listen to Jid. I listen to Brothers of Metal. I listen to Jay-Z. I listen to Kanye. I listen to Lil Uzi Vert. I also listen to a variety of many different things. I want people to stop stereotyping based on this because it's a way to divide us when in reality we need to eat the 1%. That is the biggest thing we need to do. We need to go to the confines of capitalism, at the top of the peak, the zenith of the epoch. We need to go up there. We need to grab those old geriatric souls by their neck, wring them out, and look them dead in the eye and ask them, do you really want to destroy the world because you want to live the last few years of your life rich? You want to go to Thailand and play with ladyboys? That's what you want to do? I want to ring them up. We need to stop going against each other and go against the people that hate us. It is not an issue of race. It is an issue of class. And every time you say that I talk white or I act white or I do something like that, you are destroying the foundation. You are destroying the world, the way it operates. You are destroying it. You're ruining it for us because you've stereotyped me. You put me in a caricature box of something that I'm not. You're ruining it. It sucks. Stop it. Bye.